Storm Dave's coming today, and I thought, I wonder how robust my Fjall Raven Keb Dome 2 really is. Now I've given it a lot of thought, this camp. I am pitched on the top of a hill. I've actually thought about the direction of the wind, you know, cover. And I think I might be alright here. I think I'm going to be alright. But we'll see how it goes. If it sounds as if it's going to get a bit dangerous, I'll just pack the tent up, go back to the car. But I've not camped in a storm yet. Well, of course I have, but that winter storm. What am I talking about? But that was ill thought out, wasn't it? That was very much ill thought out. So I've thought through, i.e. the tent that I'm going to use, where I'm going to pitch, where's the best place for cover. But yeah, if I think it's going to get really, really dangerous and that with tent in coping, then I'll just pack up and go back to the car. As you can see, I'm not in the clothes I came in. It was raining actually when I came, and I was very cold then, very damp. I fell on my backside going down there, so my jeans was all wet and mucky. So I brought a change of clothes, I always do, and I'm well warm and well toasty. Gusts up to 65 miles an hour, not kilometres an hour, 65 miles an hour. And that's gonna peak at around about 12 o'clock tonight. I feel the rain. I don't want to get this down jacket wet, so I'm going to nip back in the tent. So yes, I'm awaiting a storm. And I'm feeling very, very nervous. But we can only take it a bit at a time, can't we? And keep assessing as the storm develops. But yes, I'm going to finish off my cup of tea, my brew, and then I'll see you later when it's tea time. Right, what's for tea today? It is a 30-day matured 12-ounce thick cut ribeye steak. As you can tell, I'm back on my carnivore diet. Oh, I'm going to have to be careful here, I think. The wind is starting to... Ribeye steak coming up. Got my tallow. One lump of tallow. Put that on quite hot. So, yes, back on my keto stroke carnivore diet. I call it, because it's not a keto diet, has to be 70% fats, 20% proteins, about 10% carbohydrates, but fibrous carbohydrates. This, I eat more protein. I think it's more protein than fats, so that's why I say it's more carnivore than keto, although it is keto to a certain extent because I'm getting no carbs as a fuel source. So, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so it's not strictly a keto diet, it's more of a carnivore diet. And then it's not really carnivore because I eat peanuts. So, peanuts aren't part of a carnivore diet, or any kind of nuts, I don't think. So yes, got my seasoning. Get that on. Right, here we go. Around there. Got to have lots of seasoning on. I do not like bland food. I must be in a really sheltered place here because I do get the odd gust, but not a lot. And I'm looking at the clouds and they're going quite fast. So obviously it is windy somewhere. I'm not complaining. You know, to be honest, I don't really want all the drama what comes with it. I do and I don't. Part of me wants it because it makes it more of a challenge. But another part of me says, wouldn't it be great to have a really good camp where there was no huge dramas because of the wind, because of the storm, or because my planning was good. You know, this is how it works when your planning's good. So part of me, and plus I get a good night's sleep. I don't want to be awake all night, but I can tell by the clouds that it is getting windy. I think I'm being sheltered. I think this is a really decent bit of shelter where I've got. Just hope the weather keeps coming in that same direction. Oh, looking forward to this steak. About half an hour ago I was having a nibble on these. Smoky barbecue almonds and cashews by Snack Right, the Aldi. They're really nice. Really, really nice. Just to keep going, I've got my little tub of peanut butter as well for later. Right, turn that over. Oh, look at that! Bit of a breeze, look. You know what? I think that'll do. Now I know I'm supposed to let it rest a bit, but when you're eating this kind of food, al fresco, it cools down really quick. It's not like when you do it in your house, it just cools down ever so quick. I think this is going to be more medium rare than medium. Yeah, it is, it's medium rare. Which I don't mind it. Very, very good. I do recommend frying steaks and stuff in beef tallow. I really do, because it does make it, it's a lot better. I'd say it's even better than olive oil. Yeah, look, it's more medium rare than medium. Tell you what, we have forgot as well. The wet wipes to do my washing up with. Right, I'm going to finish this off, and I'll see you when I put my sleep system together. Okay. I've just done the whole thing about my sleep system from beginning to end, and just realised I didn't switch I didn't put the camera on record, so I've got to do it all again. For all those who've seen previous videos, you can have your 10-minute nap while I go through it. To anybody who's never seen my videos before, because this sleep system is the same sleep system that I've always used. Apart from, I did have an Alton AirPad at once upon a time, but I don't know what, I'm still going to check it out for punctures and stuff like that, but it kept deflating on me during the night, so I was forced into buying a new one. On the bottom I've got a closed cell foam mat. It's only a cheapie, you can get them for £6 online, but that's mainly there to act as a barrier between, you know, to avoid punctures in my AirPad. My AirPad is the Thermarest Neo Air X Therm, has an R value of about 7.4, which means it's good, you know. It can be, well, I've used it at -4, -5 on a previous camp. I had no problems with it at all. I think the extreme temperature, but you know, the R value of the 7.4, I think that can up to -10, I think. I'm not too sure about that, but I think it's about -10. And I can well believe that, because like I say, when I camped in that -4, -5, I had no problems with cold coming through the ground. On the top, I've got my Alton Goose Down sleeping bag, as a down rating of 850. It's extreme. Apparently it can, its limit is -10, but like I say, I have used it in -3, -4, -5 temperature, and it was good as gold. I had no problems with it whatsoever. Lovely and warm and toasty. I love this sleeping bag. When I got this, which is only around about 6 months ago, something like that, I Alton, you could only buy direct from Alton in Australia, but now I understand they do have a distributor in this country, and you can buy direct from valleyandpeak.co.uk. Yes, they are now stocking Alton products, and yes, so, and this I would swear down by it. I've never had another Goose Down sleeping bag before, so I can't compare it to any others. All I know is that this does keep me lovely and snugly warm. So yeah, that's my sleep system. I'm probably going to end up watching something on my phone, what I don't know. I've not really kind of thought about it, because I've been kind of gearing myself up to, you know, pretty turbulent night with Storm Dave. At the moment, Storm Dave's not causing me any problems whatsoever. It's not even testing my tent, but I think that's more because of where I am geographically, you know, with hills and stuff like that, and the direction that Storm Dave is coming from. I think I've been protected by hills and the like, and maybe buildings, because there's some buildings down there, and this is the way the weather's coming from. So we'll just have to wait and see now how the night goes. But at the moment, it's a pretty unremarkable camp. It's just nice, and to be honest, I hope it stays like this. I hope I don't have any problems, because I'd rather have a good night's kip and be safe than anything else. If I do get that, I'll probably be sailing morning. I wish it, you know, there would have been a bit more, but no, you know, it is what it is. So yes, I'm going to watch something on the... Take them glasses off. Why do I wear them glasses at home? Yes, I'm going to watch a little bit of something on my phone, and if anything remarkable or anything happens during the night, I'll bring you back, and yeah, we'll deal with that as and when it arises. So I've got plenty of nibbles. I've got my peanut butter, I've got my cashew nuts and smoky cashews and almonds. You know, if I want to peck on them. I'm not that hungry at the moment. That steak was absolutely magnificent. It's just filled the spot that, you know. I'll not planning on making any drinks during the night, but if I'm awake because of the storm, then I am more than likely going to make a brew later on if the storm keeps me awake. As you can hear it, probably the rain is just starting now, and I think the rain's going to be around for about a good 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5, till, you know, from now till the early hours in the morning. There's a bit of wind hitting the tent at the moment, but nothing the tent's not coping with. If things do get a bit hairy, I will bring you back. So, without further ado, I'm going to say good night for now, and if I don't bring you back, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Oh, that's good. Well, that was a scary night. Although I would say the majority of the wind didn't get to us. When a gust did hit, by did it hit. It sounded just like a train coming over the hill, and you knew that first gust, that first real big gust. Gee, oh man, I thought, oh God, is this what I'm in for the rest of the night? So although we got hit with some pretty big gusts, it wasn't regular. It wasn't regular. Lasted a couple of hours in terms of the big stuff. I would say about 3 hours. And then I knew it was starting to get less. So at that point I took my medication and went to sleep. And I'm glad I did, because I had a real good sleep. I've had about 6 hours, which is... I knew by then that the tent was doing its stuff. It was doing what it needed to do. So I'm quite impressed. Quite impressed. I'm very impressed. Very impressed with the tent. But I think if we'd have been out in a bit more of the open, I think it might have been a different matter. So I'm glad I pitched where I pitched. There is a little bit more wind to come this morning. But I'm hoping to get all packed up and gone by the time, you know, it gets a bit blustery. It's not getting a bit blustery like last night, but there are going to be some gusts. Yeah, no breakfast this morning. I'm just going to have some nuts or something to graze on. I did bring some eggs, but I'm not going to use that pan because it's manky. And other than having boiled eggs, which I don't fancy. So I'm just going to have some nuts and this brew. And then I'll start packing away. Oh, this brew's lovely. So what did you think to that last night? I don't know. It wasn't as if there was strong winds all the time. It wasn't like that on the tent. The tent wasn't taking strong winds, then big gusts on top of that. It was like it wasn't getting... All it was getting was the big strong gusts once in a while. And although you could think, oh, one's coming, yeah, they just came, hit and went. So it was very difficult to film. So I spent a lot of some time just leaving the
camera on and hoping that it'll pick something up from the weather. Anyway, I'm going to finish my mug of tea and then I'll start packing away. And if my mind remembers, I'll switch the camera on and video the decamp.
Well, that's another camp done. A very exciting and exhilarating camp. Storm Dave did turn up, even though I did find a decent spot to shield me from the worst of the gusts. Just walking up this little bit of a hill away from where I was camped, and you can feel the breeze hitting you down there very little. So yeah, I was shielded, but Storm Dave still found a way of keeping me awake and alert. But yeah, yep, I've camped through a storm and survived. All because of everything I've learned from other YouTubers and those who've dropped comments and my subscribers. You know, you've taught me so much, and you'll continue to keep teaching me, and I will continue to keep growing in competence. That was a much better camp than that fiasco in that snowstorm. So if you've liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. The more subscribers I've got, the better. And tell you what, I've got about 2,500 subscribers now, and I've only been going 6 months, if that. 2,500 subscribers. Amazing, absolute, beyond my wildest dreams. Beyond my wildest dreams. I'm just having a ball, and I'd like to make more. So if you haven't subscribed and you want to come along on the adventure, please click that button, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, I'll see you